Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very special behind-the-scenes edition of the Homeskoolin show with your host, little Tommy Bukovac from Cleveland, Session Man. All right, so a lot of people have sent comments into the viewer comment bin, and they wanted to get a look at what happens in the complex inner workings and the intricate machinery that happens backstage that makes up the Homeskoolin show. And today's the day. I'm going to show you guys the workbench in the garage where all the magic happens. I looked up on Google. I'm not really very good with the tech stuff, but I looked at and said there's no way you can change the direction on the iPhone once you start a video. So I'm just gonna have to flip the camera around the old-fashioned way. It's gonna be a little messy, but you'll get a look at the the machinery, precision machinery that makes this show work. Here you go. All right. Okay. Here it is, guys. The workbench out in the garage, where it all happens. Right there. This is the old 50s bar stool that I like to sit on. Here's the workbench. Here's, I think this is the most important part of the show, is this vintage parts drawer. The reason why it's so important is because I use these drawers to prop up the camera. Put the iPhone right here, and I use that piece of tape to hold it in place. Now, I've experimented with several different kinds of tape, as far as which one sounds the best, and I definitely think that this blue sort of painting tape is the way to go. Check it out. We got plenty of, there you go, stuff that my kids drew on the walls here. They like to get up on the workbench, and there's my old stencil for my road cases. Bunch of guitar repair tools. I got some photos. There's me and Joe Don from Rascal Flatts many years ago. There's a business card from Bubba, my main man. He's the best man at my wedding. Here he is. This is the guy I told you about that taught me all about old guitars when I was a kid. My mentor, guru, Bubba. Still to this day, I've never met anyone that knows more about old guitars and amps than this guy. And I still talk to him all the time. Big source of inspiration. I owe him so much. Thank you, Bubba. Here's me and JT Ribeloff back when I was a kid. Here's Marshall on a cruise many years ago. I talk about guitar heroes, but this is my real hero, Jim Brown. I'm a football freak. I don't know if you guys knew that. Jim Brown, man, my favorite player of all time. Look what he wrote on here. Isn't that amazing? What else we got? There's the tuner I use. Here's all the hand-scribed, detailed notes that I keep. I write down whatever viewer comments I want to answer. I write them down here. A lot of people have said that session buddies, when I do charts, that my handwriting has a little bit of a Charles Manson kind of a vibe. What do you think about that? Book of charts, the famous cube, 65 Impala over there, Leslie. The deluxe I mainly use. Here's a couple pictures. Oh, here's a picture. Look at this. This is from back in 2017 at Joe Walsh's birthday party when I was in the house band with Ringo and Don Was and Steve Lukather. Played a whole set. One of my biggest, resentments toward my wife in all of our marriage is the fact that in an entire day of sound check and playing, this is the best photo she could get. It's kind of grainy, not that great. But man, what a blast it was playing with Ringo. Remind me to tell you guys about that day. One of the most surreal days of my life. Here's an old photo of back when I was about 12 years old, playing in a backyard barbecue with Whiskey Cliff. Look at that, man. Look at those legs, man. Yeah, and then got some stuff down here. Old Magnetone, great sounding. Here's one of my many pedal boards. I wanted to tell you guys about the people that make these for me. XTS, Exact Tone Solutions. They've made me probably at least 6 or 7 pedal boards, maybe as many as 10. They're amazing. These guys are the greatest. XTS, look them up. If any of you guys out there need any amazing custom pedal board work done, please call these guys. I know they're not thrilled about the fact that their entire summer of touring bands got canceled. So anything we can do to give these guys a gig, it's worth it. Barry, Greg, Eric, they're the greatest. XTS, Exact Tone Solutions in Nashville. All right. What else we got? Old Melody Maker. I think that's it. Oh, yeah, we got the Cars record, first record. Love that record. The old boombox, some Bukowski, some more tape. Here's an old jar from my old music store. Second Gear, front porch fun. All right, guys. I think that about covers it. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow, okay?